A new energy transformation, floating solar power plants. Floating solar power plants have recently gained attention as a technology in the renewable energy field. These plants generate solar energy through floating panels on open seas or lakes. Higher efficiency. Compared to traditional solar energy systems, they can provide higher efficiency. The floating panels on the water surface optimize the angle of sunlight, collecting more solar energy. Less land required. They require less land by using the water surface, which is a significant advantage for countries with limited land use options, especially in rural areas. Innovative technological solutions. The floating panels used in these plants are designed to adapt to various weather conditions and can remain stable even on wavy water surfaces. Affordable costs. Construction costs may be lower, and they can save on land costs due to requiring less land. Developments and future projects around the world. Japan. Japan is one of the leading countries in developing floating solar power plants. A 25 megawatts project has been developed, which is one of the world's largest floating solar power plants. India. In India, floating solar power plants are being developed in the country's reservoirs and other water sources. In 2018, one of the world's largest floating solar power plants, a 500 megawatts project, was completed. France. France is one of the leading countries in Europe in developing floating solar power plants. In 2020, one of the world's largest floating solar power plants, a 17 megawatts project, was completed. China. China is one of the countries with the most floating solar power plants worldwide. In China, a 150 megawatts floating solar power plant was completed in 2020. Energy efficiency in floating solar power plants with Mapperx software. The topic of floating solar power plants requires the use of innovative technologies for companies working in this field for their operation and maintenance activities. In this context, the Mapperx software makes it easier to report thermographic inspection data for floating solar power plants and documents inspection results comprehensively. Mapperx analyzes data obtained from thermographic inspections using a thermal camera in floating solar power plants and creates reports. These reports are essential for detecting possible malfunctions and increasing energy efficiency. Mapperx software records thermographic inspection data regularly to make the plant's operation and maintenance activities more efficient, reducing costs, and increasing energy efficiency. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video.